Ajax 0, Manchester United 2 in the Europa League final, which means Manchester United end the season as Europa League winners and end the season on a high, which has been, in the end, a good season for Manchester United. 2 trophies, 1 shield, Champions League qualification, just 6 defeats in 64 matches, and over 100 goals scored in them game. And I'm gonna say it, Jose Mourinho has done a good job at Manchester United in his first season here, and I'm really proud to be a Manchester United fan. You know, at the end of the day, Manchester United beat Ajax 2-0 fairly comfortably. It was a fairly comfortable game for Manchester United, which United were in full control of from the moment Pogba scored to the full-time whistle. United took the lead 18 minutes on when Paul Pogba, it was a lucky deflected goal, but at the end of the day, a goal's a goal. I couldn't care less if it was a lucky deflected goal. At the end of the day, I don't think anyone would in the cup final. All it matters is that the ball goes in the back of the net, which it did, and that was a goal for Manchester United, and that was 1-0 to Manchester United. And from that moment on, United were in control. Ajax never really threatened us. The only problem for United would have been getting that second goal, because so many times this season we've just bottled a result right at the very end. You know, so many times we've gone 1-0 up and then we've sat back a bit, invited them onto us, and then we've conceded and whatsoever. But this time we got that second goal, and that was so important. I said that half time, we needed a second goal, and we got it 3 minutes into the second half. It was a Smalling header. Mkhitaryan reacted first, did an acrobatic sort of overhead kick. It was a little bit of it wasn't a proper overhead kick like I'm saying it was, but either way, he put it in the back of the net. 2-0 to Manchester United, and from that moment on, you couldn't really see Ajax coming back, because we played to Ajax's weaknesses. We didn't play to their strengths. You know, they like counter-attacking, fresh, quick football. We made sure that didn't happen today. We were very, very, very efficient. We played very well, as I said, and in the end, you know, well, I say we played well. I thought we were efficient. We played all right. At the end of the day, Ajax were just poor. I think there's a difference. Ajax were poor today. They didn't really give any United threat, to be honest with you. The only time I think they actually threatened us was right at the end when that player cut inside and then shot at Romero. But that was it. United from the off were comfortable. United from the off deserved to win this game. Ajax, you know, I expected more from that Kasper Dolberg. I didn't even realise he was on the pitch, to be honest with you. He did absolutely nothing. And to be fair, he didn't have a service. But at the end of the day, good players create their own service. He was poor, and to be honest, Ajax were poor. But Manchester United played really well. And I can't fault the starting 11 today. I mean, Romero didn't have to do too much, but he did what he could. The back four for me, I thought were really strong. I thought Blind had a superb game. I thought Smalling had a good game. I think Darmian and Valencia did their jobs. But the three for me who stood out were Herrera, Pogba and Fellaini. Herrera got the official Europa League man of the match. I think Fellaini, I think, you know, I'm not sure who to give the man of the match out of, but it's definitely out of them three. I thought Herrera had a really good game. I thought Pogba had a really good game. I thought Fellaini had a really good game. And that was the sort of section, the area where the game was won today, that midfield three. And I mean, I don't think Mkhitaryan, Rashford or Mata had a really good game, to be honest with you, but they didn't need to. They've had a great tournament. I mean, if it weren't for Rashford, maybe we wouldn't even be here. You know, he scored a great goal against Anderlecht. He scored a stunning free kick against Celta Vigo 2 games ago. And obviously then Mkhitaryan, he scored so many goals. Rostov, Anderlecht, Celta Vigo again today. He scored so many goals in this Europa League. He deserves it as much as anyone, and he was probably our Europa League player of the tournament in my eyes. But I can't fault the lads today. I thought they all did really well. They all did their jobs. They all stuck to them, and it was a comfortable night for Manchester United, in which was probably our biggest game we've had for what 5, 10. Well, I say 5, 10 seasons, for about 5 seasons. It's definitely the biggest game we've had since Sir Alex Ferguson left. And I'll tell you what, I think Mourinho's an absolute winner. You know, he prioritised this. He put all his eggs into one basket, and you sort of doubted him. Like, if we lose this, then it's all down to him. You know, he's sort of bottled Champions League qualification, but I tell you what, he had that plan and he stuck to it, and he's a winner. You can see how much it meant to him at the full time. There was a lot of pressure on Manchester United to get Champions League football after missing out. This is a club who should always be in the Champions League, not one who should always sometimes get in it, sometimes not. You know, we don't want to be Liverpool now. We want to always be in this competition, and the fact is 5 teams out the top 6 have gone into that Champions League apart from Arsenal this season. But you know, we're back in the big time, we're back in the Champions League, and actually I think this has been a good season. 2 trophies, 1 shield, Champions League qualification. I mean, apart from Chelsea, we've had a better season than any of them Premier League clubs. Chelsea won the Prem, they're probably likely to win the FA Cup. apart from that, we've had a better season with Tottenham. They finished second, they've got Champions League football. That's all they've got from this season. Whereas United, we've got 2 trophies, a Shield, Champions League football. Much better season we've had. We've successfully done really well, and we've won more trophies and got more Champions League qualification from Mourinho's first season than we have in the last 3. I think Mourinho's done a great job here, and he's brought in some great players. He's won us 2 trophies, he's won us a Shield, he's won us Champions League qualification, and I've got to say, Mourinho, I think I've really been happy with him. And I'll tell you what, so much rested on this game. This was our biggest game for a while. It wasn't just about the trophy today, it was about Champions League football next season or Europa League football next season, which has a massive effect on the league. It wasn't just about that either, it's about whether you can attract the biggest players like Griezmann or whether you can't, and also it's whether you say this has been a good season or a bad one. But also we play the Champions League winners in the UEFA Super Cup. But either way, Manchester United have won the Europa League. We beat Ajax 2-0. What a way to end the season. 64th game or 64 this season. Manchester United have won the Europa League, have won 2 trophies and a Shield this season, got that Champions League qualification. We're back in the big time. Manchester United have won it for the city of Manchester. Manchester United have won the Europa League after a long season. It's finished on a high note. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next season.